Hey everybody, good afternoon and good evening to you all, and welcome to the stream. Good so far, Lucas, Eric, Bandit, Monica, welcome. Thank you guys very much for being here today. Alpha Smile, good afternoon to you as well. I think we are going to head into Stranglethorn today on this warrior. Apparently we are going to play the warrior a bit more today and step into Stranglethorn a little bit. And we'll see how we feel about that. We really don't have a lot of other low-level quests anywhere else. Although we have some outstanding quests that we need to get turned in. A lot of them turn in Stormwind. This one is Arathi Highlands. We have 4 quests to go back to Stormwind. So, yeah. A visit to Stormwind is in our near future. For sure. Whitney, good afternoon. Thanks for stopping by. Oh, that's right. Yeah, we're gonna see what it feels like to be in Stranglethorn on a PvP server. This is, this is potentially going to be very interesting. Yeah, we could end up getting ganked a lot, or we could see no horde players at all. Like, it could go either way. I'm looking great today. It's a trick of the light. Yeah, I look like a corpse in real life. If I look great today, it's my lighting. My lighting must be good today. Stranglethorn's the worst, literally. Oh boy, what am I in for? What am I in for, and what have I done? Is it gonna be like regret my entire life bad? Or is it just gonna be like minor inconvenience bad? Okay, well, we're gonna find out. Lael, good afternoon, man. Thanks for being here. I appreciate it. Ooh, I don't like that. Shit! Come on, run! Run! Oh, he didn't pursue. He didn't pursue. Okay. Oh, he didn't pursue because we had a hunter here with us. Okay. This is already super sketchy, and we're not even in Stranglethorn yet. We're gonna try to do some quests here today, and we're gonna see how it goes. We're gonna see if we get anything done. You've been ganked 10 times today already? Oh, okay. Is it like true ganking where it's like a much higher level character? Or is it like a fight that like maybe you could win? Maybe if there was an ally around you could win? Or are you just getting like straight up murdered? Straight up murdered? Oh boy. Well, we're gonna see. It's important to find out. And I guess I'd rather find out now. Let's find out now on this character and see how it goes. Before I level every other character to 30 and realize that I can't progress past Stranglethorn Vale. Let's just see what it's like. Cause that sounds rough. I don't mind getting ganked sometimes. Like, as long as I can make some progress with my questing. But if it's like hours and hours of not being able to do anything, that's gonna get rough. Like, I'm looking right here, and like, I'm pretty sure this is PvP that's happening. Yeah, I'm pretty sure... Yeah, this was PvP. PvP happened right here. These bodies are still warm to the touch. So... it's pretty intimidating. The flashing back to the SOD raid runs. Yeah, like trying to get everybody into the raid. That was the worst. That was the worst because I just wanted to start raid. Like, on time. And it never happened once. It was the worst experience in my life for, like, starting raids on time. It left, like, a really bad taste in my mouth. I was like, if I say the raid's at 11 o'clock, that means we're pulling trash at 11 o'clock. But no, we would never make it into the dungeon till, like, 11:45.
Well met.
We'd finally have everybody in.
Be careful.
And then, God forbid, somebody has to leave. We have to summon them back.
Farewell.
I'm gonna grab all these quests. Obviously, like, some of them we're not gonna do right now. But I'm just gonna grab everything.
What can I do for you?
It says there's another quest.
Hello.
But I think it's Questie lying to me. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's lying to me.
Light be with you.
Do I have anything I need to sell? Probably. Murloc fins, Murloc scale hide. Naga scales. An offhand item with stamina? I don't think I need that. It's soulbound and I can't sell it. Okay. Oh wait, is this for a quest? Yeah, I think I need to hang on to this for the quest for now. Let's see. Melon juice can go, food can go. Fish oil can go. Okay. That seems pretty good. That's about as good as it gets. My bank alt is here now. I got my bank alt over here, so now I can mail stuff to the bank alt. And if I actually remember to log in, I can do all my auction house stuff every day on my bank alt. That'll be cool. Buffalo Bill, good afternoon, man. Thanks for being here. I appreciate it. Karen, good evening to you and welcome. Alright, off into the hostile lands of Stranglethorn Vale, where ganking is just around the corner. Oh Jesus, not like this. Not like this. Not like this. God. I'm sure we're fine. I'm sure this is pro. Yeah, we got him! Fuck him! Okay, heading back to camp now. Alright, we gotta get back to camp. Okay, this is safe right here, right? I can sit down and eat for a minute. Whew, that's exhilarating. That's not really like what I'm in for. My heart rate's up. Have I ever tried Elder Scrolls Online? Many, many times. Yeah, really great storytelling, really great voice acting, really great world building, really boring combat. Yep. Oh man, okay. Okay, we're good. Let's try again. Leaving the camp, part 2. I'm just trying to get over to the Nessingwary camp. That's all I want. I want to get the Nessingwary quest. I want to kill some tigers. I have a feeling it's not going to be that easy. Yeah, like, to be fair, like, it's a different experience when I know I'm going to get ganked. This is my first time, like, getting into a truly contested zone where I know for sure there's going to be other players. So, like, this is an important experience. Today's going to be pivotal. Because this will either be okay, or it won't. And if it's not okay, then I guess it's back to the man-crit cluster with myself. But hey, if I keep killing people though, like if I keep winning, then like that's fine. Even if I win like half the time, that could be fun too. We'll see if it's fun. And this enemy doesn't aggro. Yeah, they don't aggro. Because if it's intermittent, if we just get into PvP like intermittently, that could be exciting, you know. It could spice things up a little bit, and that's okay. If it's constant, to where it's like negatively impactful, like on me as a human, then that's not so good. So we will see. Decay Lord, good afternoon, buddy. Welcome to the stream.
Watch your back. Well met. See you soon.
Need help?
Well met.
I don't think I want to do the Green Hills of Stranglethorn. Maybe we'll hang on to the pages. Do I have to have the quest for the pages to drop? Maybe I should just take it.
Safe travels.
Oh, it's all broken up by... That's going to fill my quest log. I'm not going to grab these individual... Oh, no! No! Shit. Okay. Well, that was a skull... That was a skull level hunter just straight up murdered us in camp. Okay. Don't stand in camp for too long. It's not safe, and the Nezingwari people are not going to protect us. They don't care if we get ganked or not. I don't need the quest for the pages. Perfect. Thank you. Yeah, he feels so strong. Right. Ooh, I one-shot at level 32. Ooh, I'm big. Nah, he doesn't care. It's just fun for him to inconvenience us. It's like, I understand it. I just don't have to like it. Okay, I'm gonna pop... Well, should I pop potions? Like, chances are I die again anyway. Let's get out of the camp. Let's get out into the wild. We'll be a little less visible if we just kind of get away. You know, he didn't stay in camp us. That's important. He didn't stay in camp us. And he probably could have. He could be lurking anywhere. People just find it fun. It's just like, it's like a rite of passage on a PvP server. I looked to my left just now. There's a spider on my wall this freaking big. He's huge. I'm watching you, buddy. Yeah, I get it. It's just fun for them, you know, they're super powerful, you know, it's like running through a zone that you've over-leveled and just like one-shotting all the mobs on your way to town. Like, there's a certain pleasure you can take from it. Don't come over here. You stay on that wall. Don't come onto my table. The spider's acting up. I might have to relocate him if this continues. The pages are good money on the auction house. Ooh, that's a fair point. Yeah, maybe we can sell them. I'm sure a lot of people would rather buy the pages than actually do the quest. And like, we should probably do the quest also, but we will sell the extra pages. I never do the quest, and I feel like it's probably a ton of XP. Like, overall, across all the chapters. Okay, this character is a skinner. So I need to be skinning. We're also an herbalist, but I have a feeling that a lot of the herbs here are not going to be within our range. Our herbalism seems a little bit weak. Lisa, good afternoon. Welcome to the stream. No! No! Coward! Oh god, guys. Ooh. Is this life? I think this is life now. Well, what have we achieved? We killed two tigers before we got ganked. That's progress of a sort. Let's see if he's hanging around to gank us again. Okay, he seems to have moved on. What I'm noticing here is that, like, yeah, we're getting ganked. Yeah, the fights aren't really fair. But they're not hanging around to, like, camp our corpse. So, I appreciate that. Soul Taker, good afternoon to you and welcome. Zoom the camera out a bit. Yeah, you're right, but I can't do that. Because like I just hate how this looks. Yeah, one of the things, like I've always played WoW like close in. Even in hardcore, I played with the camera way too close. Like I just like, this is what I enjoy, and I just don't like this. But yes, this would be the optimal thing to do. To play it from this vantage point, it's like playing Warcraft 3, except you're only controlling one unit. And I just can't play like that though. I don't think it looks very good either, like as content, and I just don't like the look of it. But you're not wrong. In some of these cases, I don't know how much it would have helped me. Level 60 dude one-shot me. Level 40 guy got me when I was half HP. I think like in both those situations, I was pretty dead. Unless I wanted to run away, I could have tried to run, but I don't think I'd get far. I will say it must be really bad at prime time. Like, you know, it's a weekend though too, so maybe this is equivalent to prime time. It is a weekend day. And for some people it's a holiday weekend. I don't know if that means more people would be playing or less. But I just assume when it's more busy than this, it's probably even more challenging to accomplish much. We're definitely not going to have like a powerful sense of momentum a lot of the time. Herb finding. Yeah, it's gonna be, if I keep getting ganked, it's gonna be a constant struggle to keep that up. Thank you. Yeah, more people will be like doing, yeah. Sure, more people will be outside probably if they have nice weather. It's still too hot for me to go outside. And it's only like 76 degrees Fahrenheit, but it just feels like the sun burns my skin these days. When it's like 62 degrees Fahrenheit, then I'll want to go outside more. It's getting there, but it's not there yet. I'm becoming Gollum because I don't want to go out in the sunlight. Fair enough. No, I'm just so sick of the heat. At this point, the only thing that's gonna get me outside is when I can wear like a long sleeve shirt outside and be comfortable. Because it's been a really long summer for me. Like summers in Michigan usually are not this long or this brutal. And so like having spent the majority of my life here, I'm just not used to summer. This felt like a Missouri summer. The Missouri summers were always really bad for me while we were there. Missouri autumns are awesome because the autumns last into like the first week of January, but Missouri summers are terrible. And this was like almost worse than the Missouri summer, and I'm just like completely over it. Would I rather always have to play as a dude or play as a horde side? In classic era, either way, the answer is obviously horde side. It's a weird question, but yeah. I find too many of the body type A character models to be like super goofy looking. So, yeah, and that's on both factions. When I answer questions like that, I feel like it's like a bot, an AI bot trying to gather information to psychologically profile me. Are you a bot that's trying to psychologically profile me? To better control my actions on the internet in the future? When AI takes over? Is that what just happened? If you said no, would I believe you? Absolutely not. In fact, you're responding in the exact way that I would expect an AI to respond to me. So, yeah. If you had added a single misspelling, that would have sealed the deal. Then I would have thought for sure you were a bot. The only thing that convinces me right now that you're not is you haven't typoed anything yet. Typically AI will try to throw in a typo every so many words to kind of like mimic what a person might do accidentally, and you haven't done that yet. But you could be evolving though. There's really no way to be sure. Azarak, you've been watching the VODs? For the classic, you're enjoying the classic stuff a lot more than the retail stuff? Yes. Absolutely. I'm enjoying streaming classic a lot more than I was streaming retail. Which is why we're not streaming retail anymore. Over dramatic. I gotta start remembering some of these guys' names so I know how many times they've ganked me. That would be a good thing. And then he goes and kills my tiger. Retail's not relaxing, that's why. Yeah, retail is not relaxing. No part of retail is meant to be relaxing, in fact. That's kind of the realization that I came to. Whereas like so much of classic era is just like it's designed with chill built into it. No part of retail is really designed with chill built into it. Even when you're doing like endgame solo player stuff, there's so many different things to consider and track and pay attention to, and you gotta get this, you got an hour a day to play and you gotta get all these dailies done, you got 2 days a week, you gotta get all the weekly stuff done. Like no part of it is really meant for you just to get on it and chill. It's just not designed that way. It's designed to excite other emotions, I think. Like there's supposed to be like excitement and like pressure and like maybe some kind of accomplishment. But it's not designed to provoke like that feeling of chill. Okay, what are the odds this guy is lurking? Nobody's been lurking by our corpse yet, so... Is Classic fresh on Deviant Delight dead? Yes, absolutely. The other day we did science, and the other day we checked it out. We looked at 1 to 10 level players on Deviant Delight, and there were 20 1 to 10. We came back over to Whitemane. We did level 1 to 2, and there were over 50 levels 1 to 2. On Deviant Delight, there was 21 to 10. And so yeah, Deviant Delight on the Alliance side at least is completely dead. I can't speak to the Horde side because I don't have a Horde side character, but yeah. It's really dead. It's dead, and there's no longer transfers off the server. Blizzard turned off the free transfers that they had going from Deviate Delight. And so now your characters are trapped there. I tried to transfer my human warrior off Deviate Delight and found out it's no longer an option. So I think it's really hilarious. Like, unfortunately, like, community's got people to play there. It was bad timing for a fresh start. It just was really bad timing to get any momentum behind it. And now it's back to being a dead server, and people have put a lot of time into their characters. We had like 48 or 49 hours played on our human warrior at that point. So it's like, okay, there's 50 hours of my life I won't get back. Yeah, like Whitemane is a good place to play, but the only caveat is it's a PvP server. So like, as you'll notice a couple minutes ago, like we got ganked. And so there are certain zones where like ganking is going to be a thing. And but other than that, like the population is thriving, the economy is good. Like we've been able to group up with other people in the open world quite often to accomplish like just having fun, pulling big groups and getting quests done. So a lot of it has been a good experience. The ganking, well, you know, like you can do without ganking. But it hasn't been so bad so far. Today is my test day. Today is the day where I learn, like, for true, like, can Whitemane be my home? Like, can I level characters past level 30 on Whitemane and have a good time? So far, nothing has bothered me. We've gotten ganked 4 times, I think, maybe 5 times, and so far I don't feel anything negatively about it. We'll see how that continues. Yeah. Maybe it's not as chill on a PvP server. Yeah, like I think how chill it is kind of depends on like how it makes me feel and how I react to it. So like if it's something that starts to really bother and annoy me, then yeah, that's not going to be chill content. But if it's something that's just like, if I can just absorb it as a matter of course, then that could still be fine. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. One gank an hour would be okay. I think it's going to be higher than that. In Stranglethorn, yeah. Like, Stranglethorn I think is going to be the biggest offender. Would you guys say that's fair to say? Like, Stranglethorn is probably the place that brings the factions together the most for the biggest, like, leveling bracket. I feel like Stranglethorn, like, does that. In a way that, like, other zones kind of bring players together a little bit, like Ashen Vale. But I feel like Stranglethorn is the biggest source of that. And so, you know, like, we'll be in Stranglethorn on and off for a long time. But, like, along the way, there will be other places we can go where the ganking won't be as bad. You know, we'll be able to go into the Arathi Highlands, which is, like, usually a lower populated area. There will be a few other places we can quest. You know, besides staying here for 10 levels straight. Lucas is over there getting ganked. He's probably right down the road getting ganked. I'm sure they're coming for me next. You're over on EU. Are you on Firemaw? I heard that was the big Firemaw's the big server in the EU. Let's see. Do I want to do anything else over here right now? No, not really. Let's go turn these in and grab the follow-ups. See, so far this has been a good amount of time. Like, we were able to complete most of that quest. We haven't been ganked yet. If we do get ganked, it's probably going to be a lot closer to the Nessingwari camp. Like, if I just wanted to gank players in Stranglethorn, I would probably just hang out near the Nessingwari camp and I'd wait. Because you know that, like, inevitably all these level 32, 33 characters have to come to the Nessingwari camp. So, like, that's where I would be. There's an undead rogue behind every tree. I think, like, depending on how many times you get ganked, I'm sure it can start to feel that way. Johnny says, that's why I made the rogue, to gank players. Right, see, this is what I mean. Like, some people just enjoy ganking players. It's almost like that's the PvP rite of passage. Especially if you get your character to, like, max level and you get good gear. The rite of passage is like when you were leveling up, you got ganked. And now that you have leveled up successfully, now you shall gank. Like, truth be told, if I run across a low-level horde player, I'm going to kill them. You know what I mean? Like, because it's just like, that's what it is. I'm gonna kill them, and I'm gonna take some small, little, sick pleasure from it. And I'm not gonna feel guilty about it. Because it's a game. It's a game, it's just supposed to be fun. The goal is, yeah, exactly. The goal is to endure enough ganks to become the ganker. Exactly, exactly. Yeah, like, already I'm looking forward to, like, running across the low-level horde character and just, like, murdering them. You know? So yeah, I get it. You're so proud of me. Like, I've always kind of understood it. Like, we'll see. We'll see if I get to that point.
Need help?
See if I can become the ganker.
Be careful for the Alliance.
And I don't think I'd, like, go actively gank people. Like, I'm not gonna find my tree and, like, gank people, but, like, if I encounter somebody...
Glad to meet you.
If I encounter somebody, they're the opposite faction. Like, I should kill them because I'm Alliance and they're Horde side. And, like, we're kinda at war. So, like, just... Oh, crap. Oh, no. Oh, dear God. See, this guy should kill me right now. Once I step a foot out of this camp, he should kill me. He should respect the peace of the camp. But as soon as I leave the camp, he's gonna kill me. Watch this. Dun 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 dun. Leaving the camp now. I'm leaving the camp now. And here he comes to kill me. Because he respected the sanctity of the camp. But then I lost the camp. You see what happened there? Like... Oh, is he not gonna kill me? he just wants to mess with me. Oh my god. See, that guy just wanted to mess with me. But look how he waited till I left the camp to do anything. He buffed me. Wow. What a bro. I didn't know Horde characters could buff Alliance characters and vice versa. What an absolute bro. I don't have any useful buffs to offer another player. Oh, he did mind control me first, didn't he? That's what that was. I think you're right. I think he mind controlled me, like, because I did lose control of my character there for a minute. It looked like a daze or like a fear, and then he buffed me. It was a gnomish mind control device. Oh my gosh, that's probably the coolest person we've ever come across in the game. You know, that takes a lot of planning and forethought and, like, intention. So, like, he's walking around with an item that lets him mind control people. And the way he chooses to use that item is to give me Mark of the Wild and give me Thorns. He's bored. That's a level of boredom, like, where he no longer even wants to gank. And now the way he gets his, like, he gets his happy time going is by mind controlling the opposite faction and buffing them. Yeah, he's like, he's come full circle on the spectrum of absolute nothing to do. And this is where he's arrived. He's an Alliance Tauren now. He's an Alliance Tauren now. He's come full circle. In the PvP game, he's come all the way around. I've never seen anything like that. That kind of thing, you will only ever encounter stuff like that on a PvP server. See, we're already having unique and special experiences. Traitor, right? What a traitor. Exactly, he's gone traitor. It is a little nerve-wracking knowing that like at any moment somebody could come down and just like annihilate me. I guess part of like it is just like trying to put it out of your mind and just play like normal. You know, for a while I was on the fence about this Fury build. Like, and for a while it just wasn't really doing anything for me and it wasn't really impressing me, but recently, like, I don't know what changed or if it was like if it was going into Enrage. But recently, like, we've been critting a lot and we've kind of been like burning through mobs like in a pretty satisfying way. So like, I think I'm gonna keep the Fury build for now. We're gonna keep dual wielding. I would like to find a better weapon. But it's like, weapons are so expensive on this server, and I'm still, even though I have some money, I'm still basically broke. We've got 124 gold, like, across all of our characters that are on the server right now. And weapons are not cheap. Hey, you know what? Like, I need to make my way down to Booty Bay. Because there are a couple of lower level quests. Level 32, level 33. Okay, I guess most of them are a bit higher. I thought there was like a level 30 quest. Level 31, supply and demand. Yeah, this one's for Crocodile skins. I need to get down there eventually. So it's a long and a little bit of a dangerous run. Herb finding again, thank you. Yeah, see, this is going to be a constant thing. I think my herbing, I don't even think my herbing can herb here. I've yet to find an herb here, so but I don't think my herbing is high enough to even be able to do this area. At 148, 148 does not sound high enough for Stranglethorn. There's no way. Yeah, that's the thing. This character is the professions are kind of whacked. We got skinning. Skinning is good, obviously, but the herbalism is not. So yeah. Yeah, let's see. We got Khadgar's Whisker over here. Let's see what we need. Yeah, see, it's red, so we can't get it. And what would we have to be? 185 to grab this one. So yeah, we are about 50 points behind this area. So I would have to backtrack to level that up. I'm not going to worry about that right now. We'll see. Oh, that's lag. That was lag. We had a little tiny spike of lag there. Thankfully it ended quickly. I don't want to jinx it or anything, but it's been a little while since we've been ganked. We've been making pretty steady progress. The quests here have not been overly farmed. We've been able to find plenty of mobs. And like overall, like it's felt pretty good. Are there still Wrath of the Lich King servers? Sadly, no. There are classic era servers, like the one we're playing on. There are Season of Discovery servers. There are hardcore servers, and there are Cataclysm servers. Cataclysm is the only progression classic server that exists. Same thing with TBC. Like when TBC became Wrath of the Lich King, they did not leave a TBC era server up. When Wrath became Cataclysm, they did not leave a Wrath era server up, unfortunately. Yeah. Maybe all we can really hope for is that one day they do like a progression server where we start off, it's like a fresh start, you start off in vanilla, eventually you move to TBC, eventually you move to Wrath, and then like maybe every 2 years it resets. That's what I would like to see them do, like a 2-year rotating progression server would be cool. But that's if we're really lucky. And if anybody on the Classic team cares. You hate me, I make you want to play Classic again? You should come play Classic. Like if you want to play Classic and you think like, oh man, I could get into some Classic, then you definitely should. The thing about Classic is like the people who play Classic and only Classic, like that playership is pretty steady. Regardless of what else goes on with World of Warcraft, like the people who only enjoy Classic era, like they keep playing Classic era. So there's always playership. There's always people playing it, even though War Within just came out, and like regardless of whatever other releases come up, like there will always be people playing Classic era. Because for a lot of people, we just kind of figure out like that's the place that brings us the most joy. It would make too much sense for them to open a progression server. Yeah, it would. It would just, they would have to know what a progression server was, and you know, they'd have to be aware of like what other games like EverQuest do, like for their playership. And I'm not sure they're like onto those things. Halal, you got a refund for War Within 2 months before launch? About a month before launch? Yeah, like I'm happy that I bought it, and I'm glad I played it, just at least for nothing else. Like I learned a lot about myself. I learned a lot about myself playing War Within. Yeah, so like for me it was an important experience. And like I'm still gonna read all the quests eventually and do all that thing, but it kind of opened my eyes a little bit to the idea that modern World of Warcraft is not really a game that's made for me anymore, and like that's okay. It's absolutely okay for it to be a game that's not made for me anymore. I don't have to take it super personally or like be upset about it, and like the easiest way to like not be upset about it is just to just acknowledge it and accept it. Like, they're not making the game for me anymore, and that's okay. Yeah, and like they don't need to change it. They don't need to do anything different. Like, what I need to do is I just play other games. I play Classic instead. And that's on me. That part is on me, and so that's what I'm doing. That's why we've just been playing Classic era every day. It's the game that I want to play. And if they ever do a progression server, like a progression server that goes up to Wrath of the Lich King, like that would absolutely be my jam. I would be like super enthusiastic about a progression server. But like until then, this is where I'm gonna be. Yeah, I don't want the current team to do Classic Plus. Because what the Classic team showed me with SOD was that the Classic team is really good at designing retail-like mechanics. And there's no room in like my version of Classic Plus for retail-like mechanics or retail-like mentality. So like the only way I want to see a Classic Plus is if like there are drastic changes on the current Classic team. Because a Season of Discovery had nothing to do with WoW Classic. It used the Classic engine as a skin for gameplay that ended up being very, very retail-esque gameplay. Hire the people from Turtle WoW. Yeah, they can't, you know, but yeah. I don't think we'll see a Classic Plus, and I think like as a fan of Classic, you should try to think about progression servers and put the idea of like a progression server out into the world and put that idea like out into like global consciousness, because there's a much better chance that we see a progression server like I've talked about than we'll ever see Classic Plus. It's almost a situation where like, please don't waste your time hoping for, waiting for, praying for a Classic Plus, because like, firstly, it's not going to happen. Secondly, if it were to happen under the current Classic team, it wouldn't be what you wanted. It wouldn't be what you wanted. So like, I would say like, let's not spend energy like hoping for that. Let's hope for like a Classic Plus, like in the future, like 10 years from today. But let's not hope for the current Classic team to be doing that. Let's instead turn our attention to the idea of progression servers, or even era servers for TBC and Wrath would be okay. Like, I don't think era servers at this point would really work, but even like having era servers opened up would be a better thing to hope for at this point. Because the current team could handle that. The current team could roll out a progression server just fine. The current team could handle opening up some era servers. Like, they can do that without bungling it. But if the current team sets their mind to Classic Plus, with the philosophies they learned in SOD, you're gonna get a Classic Plus that not a lot of Classic people are gonna enjoy. So yeah, any changes you make are going to make it worse. Yes, like in a lot of ways, I think that's true. I think that like it's so loved, like World of Warcraft Classic era is so loved for exactly what it is, and so it's very precarious to change anything about it, because changing too much about it is going to alter exactly what it is, and like what it is what we already love. You know, it's like when you talk about Classic Plus, like you're not making a new game, so like depending on how many changes you make, it's easy to make it not feel like Classic anymore. That's what happened with SOD. With SOD, they made too many changes, and so the season did not feel like a Classic era at all. Mainly the changes they made that were a mistake were changes to leveling, changes to activities in the open world, changes to XP gains. Like, that's a lot of the mistakes that SOD made that just made it not feel Classic. But yeah, like any changes you make run the risk of just making it not Classic anymore, and therefore not something the Classic audience likes or wants. Yeah, that's a fair point. Like they killed hardcore by opening up their own hardcore. Would it kill Classic if they did Classic Plus? Yeah, like maybe. It might do it more harm than good if it sucks, you know. We need tigers. We need just regular Stranglethorn tigers. Just not finding any down here. I should probably head back up top. Yeah, and the thing is, like, what I liked about retail, I liked doing Mythic Plus. That was what I liked about retail. But that's like one tiny slice of gameplay, and then like wrapped around that gameplay is so many things that I don't like and so many things that I don't care about. I don't like the daily grind stuff. I don't like the world questing. I don't like the world events. I don't like having to worry about weekly quests. I don't like having to get one item to do an event, to have a chance to open a chest, to get another item that has a chance to give me a thing. Like, there's just so many things that I don't enjoy. between me and the one aspect of the game I do enjoy, which is like I enjoyed the challenging 5-man content. It's like I wish I could just like have my character, have myself at the login screen of WoW, select Mythic Plus 5 key over here, and instead of login, I press Q up. And like I sit at the login screen until my group is ready. I get teleported into the dungeon, and like that's the only part I want to engage with. And like for the auction house in my bank, you can give me like menu overlays. Like I don't even want to go into the game world. Like I just want to queue up for Mythic Plus. I want to be popped into those groups and like teleported to the dungeon entrance, and that's the content that I want to do. And that's like that's the only content that I enjoy in the game. That's the only content that I play where I'm like, okay, this is for me. Does that make sense? Like that's the only content I play. I'm like, they're making this content for me. I really enjoy this content, and so it makes me feel like this content is what they're making for me. Whereas like no other content I touch in the game makes me feel that way. Like all the other content, it feels like abrasive to me. And so that's how I know they're not making that content for me to engage with. But that's like the bulk of the game I feel that way about. Yeah, the professions are not for me. Like the story is not for me. The characters are not for me. The leveling up is barely existent, and I obviously like a more protracted, like deeper, more meaningful level experience, so the leveling is not for me. The daily and weekly events are certainly not for me. And like ultimately, like the homogenous class design, like we've been talking about the past few days, like the homogenous class design just kind of sucks, and it's not very good for like an RPG. Every class handles the same situation the same way. The only thing different is that the abilities are called different things and they have a different effect. But every single class in the game will handle the same situation the same exact way. And like from an RPG perspective, like that's really boring, and like it just comes to be this thing where like you don't even really care about your class as much. Like classes are very interchangeable. Like I'm gonna pound AoEs, I'm gonna blow my cooldowns, I'm gonna pop my defensives, I'm gonna pop my stuns, I'm gonna pop any heals as necessary, I'm gonna win. And every class does those things. The only thing different is what those things are called. Yeah, I did give it a fair try. I feel like I did season 3 and season 4 Mythics in Dragonflight, and that's where I found that that was the content I really liked. So that we did quite a bit of that, and it was fun. It had its moments of frustration, obviously, but overall it was something that I really enjoyed doing. It's just that like I almost like I can't justify playing a bunch of the game just to get at that morsel of content that I actually enjoy. Are there also dailies in the Cataclysm version? Yeah, there are daily quests. And like, for whatever the reason, like, I would much prefer there to be an area where you go and you do like 4 or 5 daily quests every day out of a pool of like 20 daily quests. Like in Northrend they had the one tournament ground, the Argent tournament, and you would go there, you'd do like a handful of dailies every day, you'd build your reputation with them, whatever. I would almost much prefer that than like a lot of the convoluted systems that they put into retail WoW. Like just like the ceaseless world quest, the events that are on the world map, you have to go and figure out how to do the event. Maybe it's a weekly event, maybe it's a daily event, it's on a little timer. You see all the timers counting down. This one's got 22 hours left, this one's got 18 hours. And then just the convoluted systems of currency, like having to do one thing to get a key to open up a chest that you get at the end of a different piece of content to have a chance to pull a piece of gear that's good for the week. Knowing that the ideal number of times to do that each week is X number because you had to read that off of a guide. Like, to me, dailies are fine. Yeah, it would be fine if there was an area where every day I went and I did 5 to 10 dailies. But that's not what retail has going on. I feel like it was Warlords of Draenor and Legion that kind of moved us more in the direction of like dailies and weekly progression that we're in right now. What I mean when I say the classes are all the same, it's nothing to do with how they look or feel. When I talk about like the classes being homogenized, and this is like an example I've given a couple times in the past few days, so like sorry for those who've heard it like 6 times. But like think about it like this. In classic era WoW, when you have like an oh shit moment, every single class is going to handle that moment in a different way. Like on a warrior, we're gonna pop our offensive cooldowns, we're gonna try to deal as much damage as we can. On a mage, we're gonna freeze things, we're gonna blink away, we're gonna AoE to get slows out, we're gonna kite the enemies and kill them. On a paladin, we're gonna do a balance of keeping ourselves alive, keeping ourselves shielded, healing as necessary, and focusing them down one at a time. Yeah, you get my point. In retail WoW, when you have an oh shit moment, like let's say you pull 30 mobs on accident, in retail WoW, every class is going to approach that situation the exact same way. Everyone's going to pop their biggest AoE DPS cooldowns. Everyone's going to pop their stuns. Everyone's going to pop any defensives that they have. Anyone's going to pop any cooldowns that they have. And then everyone's going to apply heals to themselves as necessary. And the reason is everybody has all those things. Everybody has huge AoE damage output potential. Everybody has stuns. Everybody has heals. Everybody has defensives. Everybody has stuns. And so like that's what I'm talking about when I talk about like class homogenization. Not in like the fantasies of the classes and the visuals have never been more different, have never been more pronounced, have never looked so good. But at the same time, the way a class interacts with the game world is the same as every other class. And that's what I'm talking about class homogenization. It's like that, and that's one of the biggest reasons why like modern WoW is not really an RPG. Modern WoW is an action game with RPG elements. Because like that coupled with a few other things, like just take it, like that kind of homogenization takes it so far away from what an RPG should be. Yeah, see, for me, it's the opposite. I feel better about the grind now that I'm older. now that I'm older, like, I appreciate the long grind much more than I did when I was younger. When I was younger, I felt like I was impatient and I wanted to get to max level. And, like, I didn't want the grind to be long. And I probably was one of the people back in the day that, like, wanted leveling to be shorter, like, when I was in my 20s. Like, now that I'm 40, now that's what I like most about the game. Because so many other things that exist are so short and so kind of vacuous, and like so many other gaming experiences, they don't pull you in or like immerse you really in any way, because like for a lot of it, it's just like it's over too quickly. And this is one of the few games where like you play it and you actually spend a ton of time in the world with your character, getting immersed, like really sinking into things. I probably don't want to mess with these guys. Level 35. Okay, he's already messing with me. Let's just go ahead and leash him. Let's go ahead and let's leash him. Let's keep the panther. See if we can keep the panther and leash the goblins. There we go. Goblins are gone. We need 2 more tigers. Eventually, I'll focus up on the quest a little bit, and we'll actually finish this one. I promise. What's my opinion about the other big MMOs like Elder Scrolls and Guild Wars 2? I mean, it's very similar to the situation with WoW. Like, the leveling content is not really important and too easy. And then the game is built around whatever their endgame pillars are. Like, basically, there are modern MMOs that focus on endgame, and then there are some classic MMOs that focus on the journey. And, like, unfortunately for ESO and Guild Wars 2, like, modern WoW just has, like, unparalleled combat. Like, pushing the buttons in modern WoW feels incredibly good, and, like, neither of those other games even come close to just how good it feels to press buttons in modern WoW. But ultimately, like, they're still kind of built in the same way. It's like, you're still gonna have that endgame grind. You're still gonna have a lot of similar elements, whether it's dungeons or delves or like hard raids or hard 5-man content. Like, it's all gonna be focused around endgame pillars, because that's just the hallmark of a modern MMO. All right, back to camp we go. I'm gonna try to stop getting distracted by herbs that I can't herb. Like, so the problem is, like, some of them I can grab, but like the Khadgar whiskers I can't. A few of them I can. So I keep running to the herbs and we can't grab them. We haven't been ganked in a minute. It's been a long time. I have so far been happy with the amount of ganking. Like, this is completely doable. This is fine. It's absolutely fine. Like, if this is your average weekend day in Stranglethorn Vale, then, like, okay. Like, I'm sure we'll get ganked more today, but we've been able to accomplish quite a bit. I feel fine. You're counting. You got 14 times. 14 seems a lot. I think the server you're on might be a tad bit busier today than the server I'm on. That's probably the difference. If this were like truly primetime hours, then like maybe I would have gotten ganked a bit more.
Greetings. Light bless you.
What can I do for you? Farewell.
What can I do for you?
Alright, so we're not quite level 33. The next round of quests are like kinda outside of our capability right now. We could come over here and get the jungle remedy and do the Kurds and fighters. That's within our range. And after that, though, we're gonna have to find somewhere else to quest. Like, we might have some stuff we can do back in Hillsbred Foothills. And besides that, I really don't know. Yeah, we'll have to see. Somehow on this character, like, I don't know how I handled her early level questing, but we're like at a point where like it feels like we're almost running out of quests to do. There are a couple of low level quests down in Booty Bay I could grab. I need to do that at some point. Yeah, I mean, I could grind. I do try to just kind of fight stuff as I go. It's just weird because usually I follow a questing track that gets my characters into Stranglethorn at like level 34. That's usually how I level, is like by level 33, 34, then we come into Stranglethorn. But somehow this character just kind of ran out of stuff to do. This was a hardcore character originally, so I'm not sure what happened. Yeah, I do have to go back to Stormwind. That's a good point. We're gonna do that soon. Yeah, I want to go back to Stormwind soon. I should maybe shop for a weapon. Maybe I could pop over to my... to either my Pally or my Priest and shop for a weapon. I can mail it. If I find anything, I can mail it to myself. We'd have it within an hour. So I kind of want to get some better weapons going on. But I don't... maybe there won't be anything, you know? Well, let's just keep going for now. I guess our weapons are okay. I mean, they're level 29, we're level 32. We're probably not going to find anything, like, super cheap that's like a blue weapon. Admiral's Arms, thank you so much, man, for the $5 super chat. I really appreciate that. I'm glad you're digging the classic era. Classic era is really all I plan to stream for, like, the time being. I don't have any plans to stream any other stuff. We're gonna be in classic era. We're gonna be on Whitemane, and this is where we're gonna settle down here for a little while. This is where we're settling down. This is my World of Warcraft retirement home. Johnny, you just came off Defias Pillagers. It's dead over there? Yeah, it's... the hardcore servers have been... I think they've been pretty dead for a long time. I don't see that changing. This guy has healed himself to full, and I am in quite a situation here. Quite a little situation we've got. I need some big crits to happen, and then I should probably pop this fear. Kind of worried about popping the fear. We got a lot of runners just kind of scattered around. Okay, yep, we're never taking them. Like, that guy has a heal, and I don't know how I'm gonna deal with that. That guy full healed himself 2 different times. I guess I'm gonna have to throw the shield on. Like, I don't think I have a choice. I can't have him healing himself to full 2 times in the fight. That's nuts. Wow, I should group up. That's not a bad idea. Yeah, I'll see if I can get anybody to join up with me. Because yeah, that's not gonna work. As it is, we're gonna equip the shield. And, like, we're gonna hope for the best. We might not be doing this one right now. We might have to come back later and tackle this. Yeah, Zenkai, maybe, but the problem is, like, ultimately, in order to even get to a point where, like, I would do Mythic Plus, I have to do a bunch of the things that I really, really don't want to do. Things that I just absolutely don't enjoy. Like, that's the biggest problem. It's like, Yeah, and we'll see. And then it's again, it's like then I'm playing a game and putting time into a game, like sometimes substantial amounts of time to play a very small piece of content and to enjoy like a very small like corner of the game. It's just, I guess like I'm just not sure how much time I want to spend on it. That's all. And I'm not going to stream it. Like that's the one thing that like I will say is like no matter what going forward, like anything I do in retail is going to be in a recorded series. Because like I just feel like that's better for the streams and better for me. Yeah, see now with a one-hander, we're just not dealing enough damage. We are not putting out the deeps. That is not good. Okay, there's the big heal. I didn't bash it. You know what? I don't think I'm doing this right now. This is not gonna happen right now. This is gonna have to happen like after a couple levels, like maybe at level 35 we can come back here if I have a better weapon by then. It's not gonna happen with this weapon. Not one-handing it. Like this weapon is not good enough to be like a main hand, one hand type of situation. This guy is never gonna let us go. He's never gonna let us go. Yeah, we need to figure out like what we're supposed to do on this character to level up a couple levels because like right now we got nothing to do. Right now we have nothing to do. Alright, so let's head back to the vendor. And yeah, we gotta look at the map and see like where are we supposed to quest if we can't do anything here. I could probably grind out level 33, like that's not gonna help us immensely. This is a level 34 quest, like this might be a little bit easier, just, you know, the fact that they're not mobs that heal themselves. That could be a little bit easier. We can go after the Yetis if we wanted to do that. I feel like somewhere along the way, like I must have missed like an entire zone. Like it was almost like there was a zone that I just didn't do. Because we are way behind like where we're supposed to be, like experience-wise. At this point. We did the low-level stuff at South Shore yesterday. We did the Murloc quest, the Naga quest, we did the Soothing Turtle Bisque. Yeah, we did all the easy stuff yesterday. Only thing left is the Yeti stuff. There's some stuff like up in Alterac, like stuff that we would want to be like level 34, level 35 to do. It's weird, like I said, this is part of what makes it hard about picking up a character that you haven't played in a long time. Is that you don't really remember like what your mentality was when you were leveling it, or like where you were at. Like with this character, I feel like I must have just messed up like really early on in my questing path. Like maybe I didn't zone hop enough. Like something weird must have happened. Wetlands is done for us, I think. That's the thing, is like all these places that it feels like I should still have quests, I don't have any quests left. And it makes me wonder if like early on, like maybe I didn't do enough in Red Ridge. Like there's war banners, like we have a level 28 quest. We have a few things we could do in Wetlands. No, mainly just the one quest. I guess I'm gonna have to go around and like target things like that for a little while. Like, otherwise, I don't know. Northfold Manor is a low-level one we could do. Yeah, we're gonna have to kind of, like, target some low-level stuff. Okay. That's fine. Where's my Hearthstone set? Darkshire. If I hearth back to Darkshire, does that help me out at all? And where do we want to go next? Yeah, let's go to the Wetlands first. We'll do War Banners. There might be a follow-up to kill the name guy. I'm not sure. All right, we'll start there. War Banners is the start of a quest chain. Okay, good. Yeah, we'll do that one, and then we'll just kind of scoot around the map. We'll go to Arathi, do the Northfold Manor stuff, and try to knock out some of the low-level stuff. We should also go to Stormwind. Like, before I do anything else, I should go to Stormwind. We have 4 quests to turn in Stormwind that are like breadcrumb type deals. Some of them are the ends of chain, so like some of them might be worth substantial XP. Let's do that.
Hey there. Safe travels.
See you later.
Well, that was a big chunk of XP. Definitely worth it. Let's hope the other ones are like that too.
No. Be good. Keep your feet on the ground.
Not bad.
Safe travels. Keep your feet on the ground.
Welcome to the Cathedral of Light.
We should probably do the missing diplomat, I guess. It's a lot of running around, but we can get it done eventually. And we did hit level 33, so that's nice.
Light be with you. Go with honor, friend. For the Alliance.
Alright, I'm gonna put us on a flight out to the wetlands. It's gonna be a 5-minute flight. I am gonna go AFK during that flight. I need to refill my coffee and do a couple other things, so I will be back probably around the same time the flight ends. I'm hoping to be able to time it pretty close. But yeah, I will see you guys on the flip side. That was pretty good timing. That was pretty good timing. M. Duvin, good afternoon, buddy. Welcome to the stream. This quest is inside the keep? Yes, okay. My only worry with this quest, it's level 28, we're level 33. I think we're like one level away from it going gray. So, as long as we don't ding while we're doing the quest, we should be fine. But some of the enemies might not give any kill XP. Depending on what level they are. Sal, before I go, you're absolutely right. We have 4 inventory spots left. And I probably would have forgot, to be fair.
What's on your mind?
There might be a vendor inside the keep here below us.
Need something?
Okay, I have to send this stuff. I'm going to fire this off to my bank alts. Like anything I can sell in the auction house, primarily the leather, I'm going to send to the bank alts. What do I want to actually vendor? Probably not a lot of this stuff. Binds when equipped, like that should probably go to my bank alt. The meat and stuff, I guess I can vendor. Raptor hides. Let's see. I probably don't need this other shield. Wand is soulbound. I can sell this now. Increase healing done by spells and effects by 13. Oh, it's soulbound anyway. Okay. Briarthorn I'll sell. Mana potions I'll sell. Intellect scroll. Okay. Everything else,
Safe travel.
I'm gonna mail away. Okay, and then the wool cloth I'm actually gonna send. Well, you know what? I should use this. I need to get the book. Is this book I need? Is this the one in Arathi Highlands? Because yeah, I can't do much more with this till I get the book. I think for now I will just send this to my bank until I can actually use it. So I don't want to make any and not get skill ups. It is Arathi. Okay, so we will be over that way pretty soon. I'm not sure like how, I don't remember how easy or challenging it is to get to the guy that sells it. But we'll be heading to Arathi like fairly soon. I think I meant to check the auction house to see if maybe there are some on the auction house. I'm sure if there are, it's just like, you know, you're paying for convenience at that point. And they're probably really expensive. But I forgot to check. Esme, good afternoon. Happy Sunday. Welcome to the stream. Carnifexia, good evening to you, and thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Well, I tried to join the group, but I got declined, guys. I feel rejected and just overall unwanted. But that's okay, more kill experience for me. It's always very satisfying as a warrior to have the enemy run away and just to pull out your bow or your gun and just shoot them in the back. Very good feeling. Admiral's Arms, thank you so much again, man, for another $5 super. That's very generous of you. Thanks for being here and hanging out. Will I be on tomorrow? Yes. Yes, I'm like 90% sure that I will be. At some point during the day. Probably at a similar time. Well, I'm trying to group up with these people, but nobody wants to group with me out here. It would make it much easier to tackle some of these bigger camps. this is a good example of one of those very like fundamental RPG elements that classic WoW enjoys that modern WoW doesn't have. It's like, it feels good in an RPG to have like gained in character power and then come back to a lower level area and just stomp on the mobs. It's like a way that you gauge your progress. It's like, oh, these same mobs that used to be a challenge for me, now I come back 5 levels later and I just crit the crap out of them and they can't touch me. Somewhere here there's life root, and I will find it, even if I have to zoom my map all the way in. There it is. I should probably spend some time here kind of like off the beaten path. This seems like a good zone to level up the herbalism. We need to get, if we want to do like Stranglethorn herbs, we have to get this up to 180. 180 for Khadgar's Whiskers, which is 30 skill ups, which is potentially a lot of herbs. But let's explore around a little bit, see if we find any. I don't know if like the Wetlands is a great herbing area or not. There's, you know, there's probably too much water for it to be like a really good area for herbs. Besides life root that basically always grows near water.
How are you? Be good. See you soon. Safe travels.
Alright, so the follow-up is to go kill the name guy. We should probably just run right back out and do that. But, you know what? I think I'm gonna go to Arathi. And I think I want to do the Syndicate stuff in Arathi, and there's Syndicate stuff we can do out of South Shore. That'll take us into the northern part of Hillsbrad. Yeah, I think I'm ready for like a little change of scenery. Either that or we keep running up and down the same road, but I think change of scenery is going to be good. And it's not a very long flight, so...
Well met. See you around. Need help? Be careful.
Hello. See you around.
Step on up. See you around.
Here there. Watch, get her back.
$170 for Goldthorn. Okay. We are still at 155. We have a lot more herbing to do. Wow. We got a 30-minute disease called Fevered Fatigue that reduces intellect by 8 and spirit by 8. The spirit reduction is going to hurt us because in Classic Era, spirit is health regen. So yeah, 30-minute disease. Do I have enough gold for a mount? Not on this character, but across all my characters I have 127 gold. So I could afford exactly one mount right now. I also have an item I sold on the auction house yesterday that might have sold. That was going to bring in like 20 or 30 gold. So I might have a little bit more gold than that, depending on if the item sold. With that being said, even this character is still quite a ways away from level 40. We have lots and lots of gameplay time between level 33 and 40, so we should be able to amass enough gold by then. Yeah, much like Stranglethorn, this area seems to have a lot of herbs that we can't herb them yet. Level 36 Tarantula. It's a little bit beefier than we really want to deal with. Yeah, we don't want to be fighting any level 36 mobs. Not with the weapons that we currently have, at least. That was a little bit protracted. They dropped Spider Silk, but it's not really selling for a lot right now. Yeah, I still feel like overall a lot of the prices came down a lot recently. Yeah, Arathi is nice. I like it. I like the aesthetic a lot. It's a smaller zone, though. It's probably why it's underrated. It's a little bit of a smaller zone. And I feel like on the Alliance side, there's not as much to do here as there is on the Horde side. Like, the Horde has quests to kill, like, the raptors and the tarantulas. I feel like the Alliance, we just don't have a lot to do here. It's kind of like one of those missed opportunities. Like, the central focus of the zone, it all focuses around the elite area. Uh-oh. We aggroed one too many. Let's Pop Death Wish. Let's make sure we hamstring. We might be okay. Nice. You're right, I do have a health pot. 280 to 360? Yeah, it's a little one. But it could be the difference between life and death. Let's put it over here. Well, thanks, Johnny. I appreciate it. I could be paying closer attention to my inventory. Dustin, good afternoon, man. Welcome to the stream. Blowing retaliation there might have been overkill. Might have been overkill. You seen a Lion's Banner? Is that a Horde one next to it? Yes. Yes, it is. Alright, we are done here. Let's go turn this one in, and then we will figure out what we want to do next. Gonna kind of hug the mountains here a little bit and hope that we come across some herbs on the way. This is an old character. This character was a hardcore character. So like somewhere on the channel there was a playlist for a hardcore Night Elf warrior. And that's this character. Since then they've been transferred over to the Whitemane server, so it's no longer a hardcore run. But yeah, those videos exist. Somewhere in a playlist. And they were streams, so... those were streams. But the VODs are out there. Yeah, see more Khadgar whiskers. This area is just like Stranglethorn, like there's just not as much here that we can actually pick up. Like half of the herbs are out of our skill range, half the herbs are within our skill range. It's not really getting us consistent skill ups. That's what happens when you let your gathering professions fall behind. Which is clearly what I did on this character back then. We found a random green shield with 5 defense, 16 blocks, 728 armor. That's cool looking. Yeah, if you're trying to download add-ons for any official version of WoW, you want to use CurseForge. Just look up CurseForge and then download that, and that's where you'll search for and download all of your add-ons. No problem. I really need to price out some new weapons on this character. I feel like I just need some really good weapons. A couple of really good weapon upgrades would feel really good right about now. Maybe we'll bounce over to our priest and just check the auction house really fast. She's parked in Stormwind, so yeah, we should check and just see if we can find any one-handers that are like better than what we have. I should probably take note of exactly what we have so I can accurately compare them.
What can I do for you? Farewell.
Why did I think one of the tents was actually an inn? None of the tents are an inn. Okay, that must have been a cataclysm change. I expected to get rested XP inside this tent. I'll just log out really quick and jump on the priest for a second. Yeah, like I think no matter what, there's probably just not going to be anything like super amazing that's actually within our price range. That's what it seems like. Like something like this might be like a little bit better, but it's not going to be like, it's not going to be game changing. That's for sure. Why am I not leveling in Desolus? I just haven't made my way over there yet. Yeah, we could be grinding centaurs. The centaur grind quest is actually like a pretty decent idea about that level. Could be something to do. I'm kind of tempted, like, if I could find a good two-hander, maybe I would try an arms build. It's too desolate. Desolate is too desolate. Let's check two-handed weapons. Nothing found. Really? Just one item found. That seems a little bit weird. That seems like really, really weird. One item found between levels 28 and 33? Yeah, I don't know about that. Seems a little bit off. Yeah, all the blues on this server are like way out of my price range. Like on some servers, you know, you'll find a couple blues that you can actually afford. And it's like, it's a big boost on a melee character because like most of your damage comes from having a good weapon. So it's like when you can't get a good weapon and you can't afford a good weapon, it's a challenge. It becomes a pretty big challenge. I feel like before you level up a character on a server like this, where like you're gonna rely on good gear, you have to have a ton of gold first. Like if we were just making piles of gold, then leveling a warrior, leveling a paladin would feel super amazing because every like 5 or 6 levels you just go buy a bunch of gear. And all of a sudden you're just like a lot stronger than you were previously. But if you're broke in the way that we're broke, well, then it's kind of tough. Especially on a server like this where like there aren't a lot of legitimate 5-man groups that go out at low levels. So you don't have you unfortunately don't have a lot of opportunity unless you're in a guild that's active to run a bunch of low-level 5-mans. And like, I don't know if my guild's active. Weirdly, like I never see... Oh, I'm not in a guild on this character. I was in a guild on the warrior, but I never see anyone talking in guild chat, so I don't know. Let's grab some skill ups. I thought I might have guild chat turned off, but I checked my general tab and well, it's just, yeah, it's not showing up in my general tab. Well, I mean, maybe it's different on my other character, I guess. I'd have to check, but I'm pretty sure I verified like I had this checked, but maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe that is my problem. Oh, you know what else? I put that one item on the auction house. We had that two-handed mace that I bought and put up for sale. Let's go check our mail and see if that's sold. This character had blacksmithing at level 20, or level 22. Not sure if we were keeping up with it or not. Hey, there we go. We sold it. We bought this mace for 10 gold, and we sold it for 27 gold. So we just made like just a really easy 17 gold turnaround on it. That's really nice. That's a little bit of a boost. We also have this weapon, which like part of me is kind of holding on to this for somebody to actually equip. Because it would be a really good weapon for either a paladin or a warrior that's level 23. We have 2 paladins on this server right now. we have this paladin that used to be a hardcore character that I transferred here. And they are level 22. They have blacksmithing and mining, like, which seems like we were doing okay. They got cooking, seems to be doing good. First aid's okay. Fishing is pretty good. And they're about to hit level 23. And then we have our other paladin that I'm leveling in the recorded series, who's level 20 or 21. And I think he's a skinner. I think he's a skinner herbalist. And both of those are going pretty okay. So yeah, part of me wants to sell this. Part of me wants to keep it. Why not Whirlwind Axe? It's not there yet. I don't think I'm there yet to even do the questing. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. Let's see. And we got this guy I'm sword and boarding. I have a pretty good one-hander on right now. We're sword and boarding. And yeah, he's just got herbalism and skinning. And I think both of these are doing pretty good. We're doing pretty well on those. I'm gonna try to put some stuff up on the auction house here. That way I can kind of stay on top of it. We've got heavy leather and medium leather, see how much the stuff sells for, what we can get for it. And that's promising. Heavy leather is selling for about 7 gold a stack, it looks like. Yeah, about 7 gold a stack. I'll put this one up for the 698. And then I'll toss this one up for like we'll just do it at like 4 gold. Maybe we can just sell it for 4 gold. Medium leather is not looking good. That's not good. We'll put it up for a gold, I guess. That's not what you like to see. I just hope it sells for a gold a stack. So heavy leather is something we could farm if we get a skinner to that point. That could make us some money. I wonder if the price goes down after heavy leather. What's after heavy? Is it thick leather? Yeah, thick leather. Now see, thick leather, the price kind of comes down a little bit. So like heavy leather might be the peak price of leather. And then like before that's really cheap, and then after that maybe it gets cheaper. Interesting. Let's see, medium hides. Medium hides are selling for basically nothing. They're selling for nothing until they're selling for 100 gold a stack of 10. Like, it's like, are they worthless or are they worth a lot? It's really hard to tell. Maybe we'll just sell this for if I can get a gold for it, that'd be great. And then heavy hides. Oh, here we go. Oh no, yeah, that's not bad. Almost 2 gold apiece. There we go. Lesser magic wands are selling for 25 gold. Holy cow. I swear when I bought my lesser magic wand for my priest, I only paid like a handful of silver for it, and then all of a sudden they were really expensive. That's crazy. I want to keep playing, but I don't know who I really want to level right now. I don't know. I think I want the warrior to get some more rested XP before I do much. Maybe we should level up this character a little bit. This character is kind of trying to be like our money maker. So maybe I should work on them a little bit. Where would I go on this character? It looks like maybe I would go to Red Ridge. It looks like that is what I would be doing next. Let's see. Mining is 103. Tailoring is 118. It's looking like, well, we got some smelting to do before we really do anything else. What is happening right now? I'm going to go do some smelting. Right now I'm going to go smelt some ore, and then I'm going to sell those bars on the auction house. That's what's happening right now. And while that goes, I'm gonna go AFK for 1 second. I'll be back. Alright. Monty, I appreciate that. Thanks for checking out the stream. Wouldn't you come play Cata Classic? Like, I'm sure, like, maybe one day. I'm having too much fun in Vanilla Era. Yep, I just have too much fun in Vanilla Era to really do anything else right now.
What can I do for you?
I need a vendor. There we go.
Welcome.
I should probably... Maybe I hang on to these bags, actually. Maybe the bags belong in the bank. Yeah, I think we hang on to the bags.
Watch your back.
Do I hunger? You don't want to cook. You don't have to cook anything. If I get hungry enough, I will take a break and I will come eat. Yeah, and I will forage my own food. Yeah. Like, and that might happen soon. But no, it's fine. Maybe we should Uber Eats some burgers. Maybe we should order some burgers. Yeah, like as in dinner. I got it. You don't want to cook dinner. No, I understand. No, trust me, I got it. You're not gonna cook. The message was loud and clear and received. Yeah, I'm thinking the same thing. Like maybe we pick up some burgers or like order some burgers. Or like basically anything that's not pizza. Yeah, if you're going to order something, I do want food. I don't want you to make me food. But if you're gonna order something, then yes, I would eat a burger. Yep. All right, let's see. How is the market looking today for copper bars? A Snickers bar and a Jolt Cola. If I had a Snickers bar and a Jolt Cola, I would probably like have a blood sugar issue very quickly after that. Two gold is not bad. 2 gold is not bad. These prices are basically nothing. See, when I see prices like this, I just want to hang on to the materials. And like maybe one day I have a leather worker, or maybe one day the prices are just higher on the auction house and I sell it later on. But yeah, I don't want to sell it for those low prices. It's not worth it. Yeah, right, exactly. I wouldn't be allowed to come upstairs if I had a Jolt Cola. I don't drink any colas. Like, I might have a sip of cola once every, like, 6 months. Oh, damn, look at that. Okay, let's purchase the next couple of bag slots here. Because right now we have a couple of bags we can shove in there. There we go. Okay. Yeah, we're already kind of hoarding some stuff. We'll put the bags in there. I guess I'll stash the linen. Oh, the silver bars. I have silver bars. We can definitely sell those. Those should sell for a little bit, actually. You've never tried vanilla? Why do I like it? I like it because it's very much an RPG. There's a great big journey. You have a lot of time to get immersed in the world, immersed in your character. I mainly like it for the long journey of it. Yeah, and feeling like I'm actually like playing in an RPG. Let's see. Silver bars. How much do we got going today? Oh my god, the market for silver bars absolutely tanked. Yeah, I'm not selling these at these prices. I'm gonna wait till the market comes back up. Which I think, like, inevitably it probably will. We'll just hang on to them. What about tin? Tin is selling for about 3 gold a stack. That's not awful. Let's do that. Let's sell it for 3 gold. All right. Let's head over to Red Ridge, I think. Yeah, prices have come down. A lot of prices have come down. Some of them are still okay, like copper bars are still okay, tin is still okay, but everything's come down a little bit. I'm sure eventually it'll go back up.
For the Alliance.
You know what I should have did? I should have ran to Goldshire. That's what I needed to do. We have a little breadcrumb in Goldshire, the price of shoes. This opens up another quest over in the Red Ridge Mountains, and I really needed to make the run to Goldshire, and it like completely slipped my mind. I don't want to make the run from Red Ridge. It's like, it's too long to run from Red Ridge. It should have been, we should have went to Stormwind and back. Oh, well, I guess we'll work on the iron pikes, iron rivets. Oh, you know what? I think I have to do this. Because we do this, this is part of a chain. We do this one, we do the whelps, and then he gives us a kill quest for the gnolls. Yeah, like, I think I have to do this. That was like momentum killing. I mean, I guess the only silver lining is we have our Hearthstone set to Lakeshire. So even though I have to turn right back around and fly back to Stormwind to run out to Goldshire, at least then we can Hearth, I guess. Am I gonna come with you to the grocery store? You put yes, so the answer is yes. Because yes was also in your statement.
Hey there.
So yes.
See you around.
Yeah, like I'm not gonna say no after you put yes. That's you fed me in training development. We call that feeding the answer. Like you fed me the answer in the question. And that's a training development no-no. You're not supposed to feed the participant the answer within the question. You should know better. What about Cata Classic? Cata Classic is still a game that exists. Yep, it still exists. It's not going anywhere. Dozens of people play it every day. I'm just not playing it right now. right now, and for the foreseeable future, I have found a retirement home here on Whitemane. And I've retired to Classic Era on Whitemane for the time being. For the foreseeable future period of time. Unfortunately, like, when every time I think about Cataclysm Classic, all I can think about is, like, eventually it's going to be Mists of Pandaria Classic, and eventually that's going to be Warlords of Draenor Classic, and eventually that's going to be Legion, and it just makes me tired. It just ends up making me tired. Okay, so now we have to run to Goldshire. Let's not mess this up again. Ah, the Tower of Azora. Yeah, part of that's an elite quest, though. I should grab it. I wonder... I wonder what are my odds of getting into a group for the elite quest. We've grouped up with people occasionally for quests, but we haven't really grouped up for any elite stuff. But yeah. Yeah, it is available. A Watchful Eye. I guess I might as well grab it just in case. We're not exactly close to it, but we're about as close as we're ever going to get. It seems like people mostly like Wrath and Vanilla. Yeah, I think for a lot of people, Classic is mainly just Vanilla, but I think a lot of people are fine with like TBC and Wrath of the Lich King also being Classic. But then I think after that you lose a bunch of people.
You need something? See you around. Have a good one. Be careful. The Cataclassic talent trees ruin the joy of leveling for you? Yeah, the Cataclassic talent trees are not made for leveling characters. The Cata talent trees are made for max level characters. Oftentimes in the Cata talent trees, you'll take a talent that affects an ability that you don't even get for like 20 or 30 more levels. Yeah, when they made the Cata talent trees, they made them fast, and they made them strictly from the perspective of a max level character. And then you run into weird situations like mages not getting to use like mage food until level 38, not getting buffs like arcane intellect until the level 50s. Yeah, that's basically when the leveling experience in WoW no longer really mattered to the devs as much as endgame did. Was like all the changes they did in Cata kind of proved that like a bunch of the RPG elements were stripped out of the game. Even the talent trees were not fun while you're leveling up. Like it just got really bad as an RPG at that point.
Greetings. Be careful.
You're waiting for Legion Classic. It'll probably only be about 5 more years. If they release a Classic expansion every 6 to 10 months, then yeah, I mean, it'll be there soon. Alright, let's actually hearth out of here. Let's hearth back to Lakeshire, and we will go from there. Yeah, the War Within Classic. Yep, 2030. By 2030, you'll be playing the War Within Classic. Absolutely.
Hey there. See you later. Have a good one. Be careful. Can I help you?
Oh, there we go. Doing the one quest actually opened up both of the other quests. So that's good to know. Alright, let's go after the whelps first. The whelps are a little bit of a lower level quest. Why don't they just hire the Turtle WoW team to do Classic Plus? Because that would be admitting that someone else has done it better than they could do it. And then it would also be invalidating, like, for a lot of them, it would be invalidating their expensive college educations. And it would be invalidating their expensive salaries for a lot of the devs. If they were just to say, okay, I mean, this team of random people, they can do it better than us, let's hire them. It kind of invalidates their education and their salaries, which is not something you want to do if you're anybody who works at Blizzard Entertainment. They can do it better, can they? Yeah. I mean, they can, but it's just not the way it works. I don't think Blizzard has a big interest in Classic Plus. It comes down to the reality that Blizzard does not have a big interest in Classic Plus. Maybe they don't think it would make them any money, maybe they don't think it'd be worth the development time, maybe they know they don't have the right people in place to work on it, like, but for whatever reason, it just isn't something that's on their radar. I'm not a Skinner on this tune. I know it hurts me too. It hurts a lot. I don't like it. So on this character, like, we didn't do a lot of zone hopping on this character. Like, for instance, we never went to Darkshore on this character. So, like, with this character, it's kind of important that I don't play a lot without rested XP. Because if I play this character too much without rested XP, because of our lack of zone hopping, we're going to get behind. Probably in a similar way to how the warrior feels a little behind, but maybe worse. Because, yeah, like, typically I take characters to Darkshore, and this character did not do that. So this character will probably require, like, extra grinding, which is okay. But then also, like, if I'm going to quest on this character, I should be questing with rested XP. Something to keep an eye on. Usually this area is full of whelps. Today it's full of dire condors. Alright, let's start heading back towards town. We need one more whelp scale. Can you get a buff? No. No buffs for you. You're getting skins, aren't you? Aren't the skins enough? You know how bad I am at buffing people? Hardly ever does it cross my mind. I should focus on it a little bit more. But yeah, it just didn't occur to me. You have a more powerful spell already active, sir. You either have a fortitude on you already, or you have a scroll on you. Because you have a more powerful spell already active. I don't think I want to do the Murlocs right now. I think I'll wait on that. That's 6 out of 6.
Greetings. See you later. See you around. Be careful. You got your skinning up to 150 from that? That's awesome. It's better than it just staying on the ground and going to waste.
That might be a little bit more than I can chew. Especially going into that with only half my health to begin with. Let's go ahead and leash him. There we go. Let's maybe try that again. This just might not be the place we want to be. I really think this character needs to focus on like grinding somewhere where we can like get ore, like get minerals. I don't know if them tackling some of these harder quests is like a really good idea at level 20, doing level 20 quests. Doesn't seem like that's going to be super functional for us.
Need help? Be careful.
Okay, I'm gonna send this to my bank alt, and I'm gonna fire off the gold to my bank alt. Oh man, would it be awful to have two paladins on this server? The nice thing about this paladin is that they have blacksmithing. And it looks like I put a little bit of effort into blacksmithing. And then obviously they have mining. Is two paladins too much of a good thing? The funny thing is, they're like, questing wise, both of the paladins are at like almost the exact same spot as far as like their questing. It feels like the other paladin is like higher level though. Like somehow I got more levels out of the content on that character than I did on this character. Maybe because that character was originally a hardcore character. That could be why. I have no idea what this character was doing last. This character was all over the place. Dustwallow Marsh looks like that's where we were last. Do I think I'll do more hardcore? If they ever do like a hardcore fresh start, if they ever do like a hardcore fresh start or a new server, I would. I just don't see them doing that anytime soon. It doesn't seem likely. But I definitely would. If it was exciting and hype and like something people wanted to actually watch, like hardcore kind of like died, and it's after playing as much hardcore as I did, it's been nice to not have to worry about character death. Because for a while there, all we played in Classic was hardcore. I really don't want to do a lot on the priest without having rested XP if I'm doing quests and stuff like that.
Good day to you. Have a good one.
What can I do for you? Well met. Go with honor, friend.
I supply only the finest goods. Have a good one.
Here we go. Dang. I didn't get the hamstring off. I really needed to prioritize the hamstring if I wanted to kill this guy. There we go. With the blink, nice, nice, nice. Polymorph, polymorph, great. Dang, I guess he's got us. I mean, he can't kill us, but we're not going to be able to kill him, not while he has got polymorph. Alright. He'll live to fight another day. And we will be a sheep. If I had had a two-hander, then we probably could have killed him with a couple of crits. That's the sad part. Kaushik, good afternoon, buddy. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for stopping by. The burgers have arrived. Awesome. Thank you. Alright, guys, I have food coming. I am very hungry. This food is dinner. I think I'm going to stop right here for today. And I do plan to play tomorrow. I'm not sure exactly what time of day that's going to be. It could be around the same time as today. It could be a little bit earlier. It could be a little bit later. It depends on what we have planned to do as a family. And I will kind of work around that. But I will be on tomorrow for at least a little while. And we will play some more Classic Era on Whitemane. I don't know which characters. We have a few in the rotation that I kind of want to work on and kind of want to level them all up. So we'll see what I'm feeling tomorrow. I think I might get on one of the Paladins tomorrow and level the Paladin. So yeah, thank you guys very much for hanging out with me. I do appreciate all the support. Hope you all have a good rest of your afternoon or evening and a great weekend. We'll see you again real soon. Bye.